Hey, good morning to you and happy Wednesday. We are back with an extra shot of sunrise, and I will say the last extra shot of summer, too.
It is.
Yes.
There we go.
We're saying bye-bye to summer today.
And we truly are. I love Chuck's perspective on a lot of things, but your perspective on this, on the next 2 days is you've never seen it like this kind of line.
Yeah.
I've not seen it so dramatically go from summer to autumn. I mean, like right on cue,
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Right.
I've never seen this, and it will be. And by the way, Jalea and I celebrated the upcoming fall season. We had biscuits and apple, fried biscuits and apple butter last night.
If that's what fall is all about, then I'm like, wait a minute, I might need to hop on the bandwagon in that sense. If it has to be chilly, then yes, I'm going to have
We need to go to Brown County. We need to go to Brown County and get some.
That was delicious.
We're going to have some rain, and that will be the transition thing. That is already showing up right now on Live Doppler 13. I'm going to zoom in here, maybe. Oh, it says battery low. Okay, so I'm going to walk over real fast.
Yeah, right. Take your time. Yeah, there we go.
and show you this. But we do have some rain on the way. There it is in Kankakee. This is the leading edge of rain moving into. This will move towards Rensselaer and Remington a little bit later on this morning. You'll notice, though, that there's lightning associated with this and also some really heavy downpours. The main line of this still is well off to our west. You'll notice that it's moved over the Mississippi River. And so later on today, we'll see this move in. 73 out there right now, 78 by 10 a.m. Then we get hot, 93. But during the evening rush hour now, this stuff is going to move through. And I really like this video. Notice how that moves in and out. And then tomorrow and Friday, cold for this time of year, blows right off of Lake Michigan. Again, the main times for rain and this marginal risk of severe weather between 3 and 9, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. 93 today. 70 Thursday, Friday morning, 45 degrees. I'll be with Julia at Lucas Oil Stadium to celebrate the Colts home opener. And speaking of that, 73 when the Colts open up at Lucas Oil Stadium on Sunday.
This morning at 4, we were talking about like the change and the transition. You were saying it was kind of a rough transition that's going to be happening later this evening. So it kind of just feels like summer and fall are fighting, like for control overnight. That's what they're going to be doing. Yeah. Okay, so here's a story. Maybe you saw it on TikTok. An Oregon gerbil has gone viral there. This is Bella. She has nearly 14,000 followers. Yeah, her parents decided to have a little fun producing content that is positive and uplifting. So Bella is actually played by 2 gerbils. So it's like the Olsen, not the Olsen twins.
The Olsen twins.
But I'm thinking of Lindsay Lohan, who actually was not a twin. And Parent Trap, we thought, okay, so Ginger and Charlotte, who only work about 5 to 10 minutes at a time. So Bella is an 80s girl with dial-up internet, record players, a Walkman, a boombox, the whole 9, and it took her dad about 80 hours to build that. It's a miniature blockbuster, yeah. And then another 40 hours to build Bella's home, and 15 hours to write a story from beginning to end. So Dad must be retired.
But if you look, by the way, the movie Hoosiers was right next to Bella's face. There's Grease 2 right there with Michelle Pfeiffer.
The Cheez-Its.
The Cheez-Its, there we go.
Okay.
2 liters, wow.
So in the future, they hope to create more storylines and make it even more interactive for viewers. That is a big thing, not even just these tiny little, I guess like doll-looking scapes, but like people are doing this, like making tiny food. Have you seen this? Maybe this is just, I think I'm telling on myself on the part of TikTok that I'm on, like the algorithm that just keeps showing me all these like tiny, people making like tiny little, almost like doll houses, but super small, but they're making, it's real food. And they're, I don't know why.
They're attracting like animals that are coming into their gardens and things like that.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
No, like they're just making.
Oh, they're just making them.
That's
Okay.
a cooler
like
story.
a gerbil makes a pizza,
They're
right?
literally making like, they're making like, yes, they're like making doll houses basically.
Folks, we have to read more. I mean, that's all there is.
No, that's what it is.
This is way too
Pretty
far.
much, yeah. They're just getting bored and just doing things that are just farther and farther off the deep end. Yeah.
All right, so as a surfer, you never want to see an animal in the water because it's usually a shark or something like that. But this surfer off the coast of California was confronted not by a shark, by an otter while he was out catching some waves. So, okay, so you see this surfer, there's the otter getting on his board, and the otter made itself at home. Every time the surfer tried to get his board back, the possibly pregnant sea otter would lunge at him, and at one point in this video, let's see, you splash him trying to get him off, and then another surfer comes over. Now watch, I don't know if this is in this edited version. The version that I saw, you could see, yeah, he's swimming away from this otter. The otter's coming after him. The otter chased the rescuer, but changed its mind and started chasing the original guy. It was just a bad situation and you don't want any part of it because anything that's in the ocean knows the ocean better than you. You know? Yeah,
you
exactly.
know what I think about this though? Yes, it's great that this is caught on camera, but can you imagine him coming back and telling somebody that like, oh yeah, man, a pregnant otter had got on my surfboard. Got on my surfboard. No one would believe him.
When my son Tim lived in Ireland, and he lived in a town called Greystones,
Yeah.
which is right on the Irish Sea, they have sea lions all over the
Wow.
place.
Yeah.
And those things are extremely territorial. So if you get near their offspring, they will come at you and headbutt you.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so I'm glad that guy was okay. Yeah, they're very
I'm
quick.
going to pass this over to Chuck. This is the TikTok that I was talking to you about the little food. Because it's hard to explain. I'm going to read the next story like while you see. Do you see? That's not even what you expected.
Yeah,
It's like
that is not what I expected.
What is like? You see how they're literally cracking tiny little eggs. I wish I could explain this, but on TikTok, if you're watching this on Facebook, if you
Chuck
don't have
needs
to
to-
get the
yeah.
TikTok app and just search tiny food. There's not really a good way
So
to explain
it's meatloaf that's that big, and
Yeah.
because I'm trying to cut down on carbs, that's going to be lunch today.
Yeah, so yes, okay. Anywho, a young Minnesota boy's wish for an accessible playground actually came true. So this is Quinn Larson. He fell from a window and then he got meningitis. So he lost his hearing and his ability to speak. But he never lost his drive. In 2019, he actually donated his own money to Make-A-Wish. And that helped him get a grant from DNR. And so now what was once a cornfield is now this field of dreams for him. So that ground is wheelchair accessible. There's a resting spot for children that have autism. Sign language art is up around there. The swings are accessible. And there's even a zip line. That is awesome. Not only the fact that he even used his own money, but like the fact that it's accessible obviously for him, but this is a need that is probably for a much, much, much larger community, and there's so many kids that are going to be able to enjoy that now.
Just south of the Indiana Women's Prison, in the Ben Davis area, Wade Township, they have a park similar to that, and it is awesome.
Yeah.
Because a lot of moms, especially moms, wonder, where can I take these kids that have special needs and are very sensitive to things? That's a great idea.
You think about like where you want kids to hang out, play, and just kind of let all their energy out. But for children that have sensory issues, like that could be like the worst thing in the world. It's just so much to take in. Like I get overwhelmed with a lot of people around me, so I can't imagine like not having a place to go. So that is awesome.
Good stuff there. Way to end it on. That's a good positive note to end it on for this extra shot. Don't forget, on Friday, Chuck and Julia are going to be out at Lucas Oil Stadium as they get ready for the Colts home opener against the Chiefs. By the way, the last time the Colts played the Chiefs, you and I were there.
That's right. Yeah, in Kansas City.
We were freezing our tuchuses off.
What was the ending of the game?
The Colts did not win that playoff
Okay, so
game.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
But it was a valiant effort. It will be a valiant
It
effort
will be this time.
on Sunday,
Okay.
too.
Colts were out of it before we thawed out in the press box. All right. So join us, of course, tomorrow and on Friday for a very special sunrise. We'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early at 4 a.m.
Some of them. Isn't that so weird?
It is strange. And the fact